Yay! Anyone? Oh, I should have been reading the stream. I checked the Minecraft. Oh no, we've read that one. We're hang on. Does Soup and Go have a jingle? No, not
But I'm
currently.
sure Crazy Man will come up with one in due time, which will probably
Once I finish my drink and a couple of
it'll.
others, I'm sure I'll come up with something. Or if you want to make your own jingle, feel free.
This is Soup and Go.
Eat soup, bitches.
Coming to a bowl near you. I'm heading over to our base now.
Except slaughtering innocent. Wait, what? Does Soup and Go have a jingle? Except slaughtering innocent animals. They're not innocent. They're evil animals. Evil,
I don't know how
evil.
you slaughter innocent animals, but when I do it, they don't jingle.
No, they do it with the jingle. I think it was actually two different people speaking with very different names of completely different lengths
Yeah.
of name. So the fact that I even vaguely got them confused is quite appalling,
Yes,
really.
absolutely terrible.
And it was leading on from a previous comment which said, except slaughtering innocent animals, what are you going to do today? The first bit being, what are you going to do today? We're going to get to that.
Wow. Wow, Crazy Man, okay. So, today we're going to be...
Yeah, I know, we're so good. Hang on. Are you sure you use the exact same amount of characters, though? What?
I'm scared, there's a creeper here,
What?
and all I have are flame tools.
Oh, it's fine. They love it. It tickles them. It tickles them beautifully. This is Supungo.
So, Spider's made a change in the hope
Exactly,
that it
okay.
stops all the passive mobs spawning. So keep an eye out, and if you see hundreds of them still,
We'll slaughter
yeah,
them
or rather
miserably.
keep an eye out for a lack of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of passive mobs all over the place.
Well, I know there's hundreds and hundreds of animals just over the hill, but I'm fairly sure
They're
that's
already
just from
there, yeah. We need to
previous
keep an eye on them
times.
respawning, basically. So, assuming they don't have
This
legs
is where
and
we
can't, like,
have the
move,
fire.
it's going to be very easy.
Well,
It's like
fine.
counting whales. How do you count whales? It's just... How do you know it's a whale that you haven't
Well,
seen before?
how do you count
Yeah.
anything? You start at one, you work your way up.
Uh-huh. Okay, what are you doing? Where are you?
I'm killing innocent
Okay.
animals. I mean,
Shall
evil
we
animals.
head over and scope out the build site?
Yes.
Would that be
Let's
a
head
sensible
over and
starting
scope
move?
it.
I have a lot of dark oak wood on
360
me.
no scope. Cool. Have you been getting
360
things
scope out.
today?
Wood. Yes, I've been getting wood. That's all I've gotten today.
So far, we've got a jingle which is ding ding ping, soup and go, which is I'm imagining how like the tune that is in. It looks like someone's doing a thing over there with that thing.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
are
let's-
you talking about the
let's
Ocean Temple? False Symmetry
Maybe.
asked whether she could use it, and I said,
Cool.
well, we're not planning to use it. And I remember us saying in a video that we were fine with other people doing stuff with it, so I just went, sure, go ahead. And she's paying us a very modest rent on the property now, which is great.
Cool. Brilliant. That's what I like to hear. Although the modest bit I'm less happy with. Okay.
We have our first
We have 22
question.
viewers. That's
We
crazy.
have our first question for the AMAA stream, which is, do you speak any languages other than English?
I barely speak English. Next.
I speak...
Or did you want to answer as well?
I would like to answer, yes. I
Or
speak
if you
German
must.
and Swiss. Crazy Man is... he doesn't say it, but he's affluent in many languages.
I don't even know what that word means. Like I said, I barely speak
He
English.
speaks sarcasm very well, does Crazy Man.
How did we become friends, and what made you so close friends as you are today?
Nobody else would talk to us.
Yeah, it was due to being segregated by the rest of society, and just we were forced to be friends despite the fact we actually hate each other deeply. It's very sad if you think about it that way. Don't laugh. It just makes things worse.
Yeah. What else have we got here? What do I think about Sark showing his face? To be honest, I have not watched that many of Sark's videos. I've only I drop in every now and again, and I've seen some of the stuff he does. He does some cool stuff. But I'm not subscribed to him. I have seen the face reveal video, surprisingly. And I think that he's very swirly.
I have not seen the face video. I'm just going to talk about face videos in general rather than socks specifically. Because I'm someone, I don't mind if people see my face, but I don't really like looking at my face back in editing just because I find it annoying and irritating.
And you wonder why people
I
don't
know
like
a
you.
lot of people much prefer
Fox's face, for example.
No, that's also horrible. That's the only thing that is worse to edit than my
I
face.
just spleefed myself.
You just spleefed yourself. Nice.
Yeah, so face cam.
I'm going to get rid of this platform above. So in terms of face cam, I don't object to people doing it, but in all honesty, most of the time, I prefer people who don't do the face cam thing. I see the advantages in the sense you get like the facial expressions, which can sometimes be funny. But there's something I really appreciate about just having this voice, and you can put on your own face.
Yeah, I really appreciate that in YouTube. I think I've talked about this before. I think it was in an episode at some point, that I love the fact that YouTube brings together people from all sorts of countries and backgrounds and locations, provided they have internet and speak English. But no, in general, it's awesome that there are people I've met through YouTube who I would never have come into contact with otherwise. And one of the things I love about it is that, especially in sort of the gaming community where faces aren't shown so much, there's no...
Oh, I may have set things alight.
Facial judgment. I feel like it's easier to just accept people on, as to say, face value. Why is there an explosion up there? Or did you just breaking the cover?
There's just a little bit of fire.
Okay. Yeah, but
it's not set the tree alight yet, so it's probably fine.
Humans
right?
naturally make judgments of people the first time they see them, be they good or bad. They just make a first impression, which can last on until you get to know a person better. And I kind of like the fact that without a face, you've got no real nothing but their personality to make any sort of assumption on.
I guess their voice as well.
Yeah, a little bit. But I like that about YouTube. So that's what I think of Sark showing his face. I also hate seeing my face back in video or in photos.
It's weird. It's like hearing your voice back, except worse.
I got used to the voice thing. I remember that was very weird for me when we first started doing YouTube. It was...
Yeah, it's the sort of thing, if we did regular face cam, I'm sure I'd get used to it, but I don't want to have to.
I'm very facially expressive as well. Like, I pull faces a lot when I talk, apparently. Would you say that, Crazy Man?
Yeah, I think both of us can be quite facial.
I have quite an animated face, and I find watching it back, it looks kind of odd.
I'm trying to just keep up with the chat. It's going blah 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 blah. Who's your favorite YouTube? All of the YouTube is my favorite YouTube. I think I have answered this question before. I don't really know if I have a favorite YouTube. But there are some people that are responsible for me being here today. I don't know about yourself, Sparks.
I wasn't listening, sorry, I was reading the chat. What were you saying?
Okay. Someone was asking about favorite YouTubers, and I don't know about favorite YouTubers, but there are definitely some people that YouTube who are the reason why I wanted to start YouTube. One of them was Ed's World, which is a guy who sadly passed away several years ago now, at quite a young age. But he did hilarious videos, and if you get the chance to watch any of them, they are hilarious. The channel is Ed's World.
They're still making new videos, like his friends are doing videos in his style
these friends
for charity and stuff like that, which is awesome.
Then, in terms of Let's Plays, there was a guy under the name Bob the Pet Ferret, who I think we now actually have more subscribers than.
Scary thought.
But he is a very sarcastic YouTuber, quite British, and I guess miserable. And I really enjoyed his content. It is definitely not for everyone, and probably most of our audience wouldn't appreciate it. But I loved his content. And yeah, he's another reason I wanted to do YouTube. There are also a couple of others, and no other names are coming to mind at the moment, but I'm sure there are some. You
Oh
go.
god. The phone is ringing. I may be
God, no.
back.
Sparks may die in a second.
My internet drops out if somebody answers the phone sometimes. So when somebody inevitably picks up, which they have now done, say something, crazy man.
You're dead. I can't say
Oh,
anything.
okay.
You won't
Well,
hear
I
it.
can still hear you. So fingers crossed, the connection will not drop.
Okay, good. Okay, we're
Yeah.
still here.
Have you finished listing your influential YouTubers?
Yes. Well, I did 2 and then I forgot the rest.
I was quite new to YouTube. I didn't really have anything to... I didn't really use it before we started. But Etho was the first person I ever watched on YouTube. I went onto YouTube to go look at Minecraft stuff, like ideas or like contraptions to build. And I found his boats video, which is apparently the video that made him big because he posted it on Reddit or something similar and people really liked it. I think it was the Minecraft forums, that's what it was. So yeah, Ether was, I guess, the first person I really watched. That's about it. I guess I've very much enjoyed watching quite a few of the Minecraft guys. And I think a lot of our friends as well, like the people that we do YouTube with, have kept me interested in the YouTubes. I made it fun, so people who have been...
That is true.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my favorite series currently is Torbray Skyblock. That's one of the ones I always look forward to.
Yeah, so that's kind of nice, and I think both of us try and support and watch our friends as well as the bigger YouTubers.
There's a few questions I'm just going to rapid fire. What's something you want implemented in Minecraft? It would be the ability to sort of play... Whoops, that was the wrong button. My fingers were slightly offset. Is the ability to implement the placing of gunpowder and then use it as like a fuse in
I
Minecraft.
would want the ability...
So it sort of sparkles along, and no, it is not possible with command blocks as far as I'm aware.
I would want...
At least not unlaggly.
I would want the ability to read and write tag info to and from scoreboards. That would make my job so much easier.
There you go. Much less. Have we considered investing in llamas? No. There are too many people near where we live that have already invested in llamas, and the market is more saturated than YouTube.
It's up here. It's just like, here's a llama, there's
Next
a llama,
one is...
everywhere you look a llama. Llama, llama, cara llama.
I see llamas on my way to
Llama,
and
llama,
from
duck.
work. It's ridiculous. Next one is Yoski
Zacloud here.
So hey Zacloud.
Zacloud.
Yes. What's favourite announcement from E3? I am going to put a very sort of a cautious excitement towards the new Xbox controller that's customizable. I know that probably sounds like the least exciting announcement for most of you, but I've not watched most of E3
the only thing
yet, and that's the thing that's got me the most excited so far that I've heard.
I know about from E3, and I'm not even sure if it's E3 or not, is the Holo lens thing, like the 3D glasses that VR across onto your table, and they've released like a version of Minecraft specifically for it that lets you like play Minecraft on your table.
I saw that at CES. It was only a video, it wasn't actually working there. And while it looks interesting, it didn't have the Minecraft thing. It was just a much more basic version of that. While it looks interesting, I'm slightly skeptical of it. I think it's like 3D on virtual reality. People are going to be, oh yeah, amazing, and then it's never going to be used or implemented. I think it's actually got a much better chance than either of those other two things. But
the reason I
still
listed
skeptical.
it is because it's the only thing I could think of from E3. I'm personally quite excited just for it, not necessarily for Minecraft. I don't know if it's the best for playing Minecraft, to be honest. I think VR would be better for it, but for just the general, I mean, holograms is kind of what we've been dreaming of, and you need glasses for it, which kind of sucks, but otherwise it's pretty awesome. I think it might be really good for CAD design, which I think is something they did demonstrate in the earlier releases of it. Like computer-aided design, 3D modeling, I think could become a lot easier when you can manually like walk around an object and view it easily in 3D space. If given the choice between playing Minecraft for the rest of your life full time, oh, I missed that bit, but only being able to play Minecraft, or playing any game you want but not getting a penny for it, which would you choose? Well, for me, that's easy. I'm not a gamer. I don't play games. I would choose Minecraft for a living. But I think Crazyman may have a bit more of a difficulty answering that because he plays a lot of games.
I would probably go with the opposite of that. I would go with playing other games and not getting a penny for it. Exactly. I will sponge off Sparks and play every other game under the sun and never touch Minecraft again, if that was my choice. Don't get me wrong, Minecraft is a good game, but there are many, many other good games.
Crazyman, have you noticed a vast amount of animals spawning around us while we've been doing this?
No!
Do you know what he changed? Do you know what the change was that Spider made to the server?
No.
He changed the difficulty from hard to normal.
Really?
That is the only change he has made.
Really?
Yes, because it is the only difference between this server and the public server was the difficulty.
Huh.
How crazy is that?
We should possibly report that to the Spigot people and say that that is a thing.
I mean, we haven't fully tested this yet, but I haven't noticed any spawning around us.
No.
We are surrounded by grass, so...
We are. That is a thing.
It's kind of weird.
Would you rather be able to speak again or always have to say everything that is in your mind? Wait, what?
That's a tricky one.
No, never be able to speak again. I would probably get fired from my job if I said everything that went through my mind. Although, on the flip side, if I said everything that went through my mind, people probably wouldn't be able to hear me because my mind tends to move quite quickly from one thing to the other. And so, I would probably be saying multiple things at once over the top of one another.
Mm-hmm.
And I would also not be able to do my current job if I couldn't speak.
It's
So either way, I'm
situation,
fired
really.
from my job.
Yeah, so, yeah. I don't know, there are people who get through life never speaking.
That is true.
As YouTubers, it probably wouldn't be great for us.
No.
Being in a profession where speaking is
But we're not really in a profession of YouTube. It doesn't really bring in...
That is true, that is true.
Any reasonable amount.
So there is that. There's some comfort. If we were ever feeling down because we're not making enough from YouTube to do it full time as a job, just think about the fact that if we weren't able to speak, we wouldn't be able to do this. And so there. Who is the CEO of Soup and Go?
He's asked to remain
a shadowy
anonymous.
figure. A shadowy figure shrouded in mystery and often soup.
Yes.
Yeah, he's we've never spoken to him personally, have we, Crazyman? We don't actually know who he is, and we're not allowed to know his name. You have to be a level 3 Soup and Go employee to know his name. So yeah, we've only spoken to representatives. It's kind of like
we're
YouTube.
level 2, so we're allowed to know that he exists.
Yes. Oh God, what have we done?
Oh shit!
You are now all employed.
You never heard
by
any
Soup
of
and
that.
Go.
None of you heard that. Forget that you heard that.
Yes, I just read somebody who wrote "Poor Crazy Man 47," except he put your name translated in German, but instead of "Verrückter Man," which means crazy man, I read "Verdruckter Man," which means compressed.
If anyone wants to send us fan art of Compressed Man 47,
oh God, yes, fan art at Accidental Games or
on Twitter
at Accidental Games on Twitter. Please send us Compressed Man 47 fan art. We do have accidentalgames.com/fan art where you can see the other fan arts that people have done for us in the past. We love fan art. Should we move this spawner? I think the next order of business should potentially be to move this spawner somewhere.
Probably not a bad idea.
So that we don't get charge creepered while building this. We can just move it out to sea or something.
Just move it over to Pulse's face.
Ship it
just comes through the portal, a horde of charge creepers there await her.
Yeah.
Someone's asking are there any plans to join the Hermitcraft Amplified world? So this is something I'd like to clear up. People seem to they've not said it directly, but see, people seem to be implying, slash assuming that because we're on the Gamemode 4 Hermitcraft server that we are hermits now. We are not hermits. We would just like to make that very clear. We're basically here to help things run smoothly and not run smoothly. We're here on this server. We will not be joining any of the other Hermitcraft things. There is no plans or anything like that. We haven't been
invited. And yeah, basically, Hermitcraft Gamemode 4 is the only thing we're really involved in with the Hermits at the moment. Oh, the people are asking about the last Patreon perk. Now, those of you who know about our Patreon and have browsed the many perks we offered before, you'll know that the final most expensive perk is the $10,000 per month perk, which allows you to take me on a date.
This is for people. Yes, this is for people who like to torture themselves or are sadistic and other things like that. You get the chance to date Sparks.
No, you don't get
whatever reason.
You don't date me. You take me on a date. There's a difference.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. You get to take Sparks on a date.
For $10,001, it's a secret hidden perk. You can choose what I wear as well.
Why are you just pointlessly running around? Well, clearly you're new to the channel. That's all I can say to that. I should probably be doing something more productive, but I'm not.